Michel, we've just lost 1-0 to Dortmund away from home. We're obviously in Germany. Yeah, I mean, I've been with you the whole day, and I said to you I didn't have any expectations for this match because you just don't know what to expect from this team anymore. But I'd love to know what you thought, what you think, based on what we've seen.
I thought we were embarrassing, as per usual. I think it's very embarrassing to have a manager who isn't managing the team properly. What's the managing? You swap two players. One of them is passive as...
You can swear, by the way, don't worry.
I won't.
Okay.
I'll be polite. But I just... We have so many quality players. We've been splashing money left and right. But we're the biggest joke in football right now. And it's all because, to me, the main problem is we don't have anyone to manage us. We don't have a good enough manager to tell them off, to tell when to swap players off, to swap players on. We changed two players. And one of them was fucking Kukurea. He's passive. His best friend is Kepa. You don't want to bring on a passive player when we're down 1-0. You want to bring Lewis Hall on, who's young, who is actually hungry to prove himself. You don't want to bring Kukurea on, who has trouble in his personal life. You want to keep him on the bench for the next 5 games. So he can turn into a hungry player who needs to prove himself. Because to me, he doesn't seem like anyone who wants to prove himself.
Shouldn't every player be hungry, though? I mean, why wouldn't he be?
Don't know, ask him. Because, again, the manager, he isn't... I think I said this the last time as well. There isn't a competitive culture within the squad. And that's the fault of the manager. Because the manager is managing the squad, but the squad isn't being managed at the moment. And we don't have a competitive enough culture within the squad. That's why we see Kai up front. That's why we see Kukurea being swapped off when we bring Lewis all the way to Dortmund. Why would you want to bring him if... I've said this, and I said it more or less the entire second half. I genuinely do not understand why it's so hard for Graham Potter to understand football. I haven't gone to school for football. I don't want to claim that I know it all. But I don't understand it. To me, it's common knowledge. To me, I don't understand it.
It's mad because after the West Ham game, I remember you saying to me that Graham Potter seems like the nice teacher you would have in school. You like him, but you don't really respect him. If the players did respect him, or respect any manager, I mean, they would put it more shift. I don't even know if we can criticise effort, because I am seeing players running, but we're not getting results. Something's clearly missing.
How bad is it that you have 7 major chances? They weren't even like tiny chances. They were huge chances. And you don't score. You don't score. I don't understand. And it was the same problem in Brighton with Spurs as well. I don't The thing for me is, I don't understand it. How can you... Because I'll be one of the guys Lewis is going to scream at. We did improve. I was so impressed the first 20 minutes. How do you we actually passed the ball to each other. I was so impressed. 1-2. Like, it was... And that was the same thing I said at West Ham as well. 20 minutes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We actually passed the ball. But it's always that last bit.
People don't seem to remember the game isn't 20 minutes long.
Oh, it should be. Honestly, it should be.
Yeah. You're telling me.
Oh, it's just pathetic. It's just... I just don't even know what to say at this point. I'm embarrassed. I don't even want to stand up for it. Like, I can't argue for any of the decisions we make. Like Lewis said, it's from top to bottom. But it's not even just the squad. It's from the guy who owns the club all the way down to the guy who... It's just the whole thing. It's a shithouse. It's a shithouse. Also, let's talk about the owner. He has confidence in Graham Potter. He believes that this will carry on to something greater and that he will have many years in the club. I wanted that with Tuchel. Who just didn't settle for less. Yes, Tuchel wasn't good the last, 2 months? But bro just turned the whole squad upside down. And he wouldn't have bought the team today. He would have gone mental. I miss passion, and I miss people who understand football. Because to me, I don't feel like Potter understands it.
It's an interesting one. I mean, how could he get this job in the first place if he didn't understand the game? He even said that in the press conference himself. He said, if people don't think I don't get angry or, sad or happy or whatever, he said, you don't know anything about anything. So that was him defending himself before the game. We all loved that. And then we've gone and lost another match.
I think I said this the last time as well. I think there's progress, but it's too slow. It's way too slow, and it's too small. It's way too small. So I would love him to go out and say these things, but he should have said it from day one. He should have grown his balls from day one, and not. How long has he even been in the club?
About 6 months, just over 6-7 months.
Too long, and he's going out now, starting to snare at the journalists. Like, should have done this earlier. I think, and I understand this point of view. The guy who owns the club now, he wants to make it his, but I think he wants to make it his club too much, to the point where he's willing to sack a really good coach, sack the whole staff. Fuck's sake, he was even willing to be in charge of buying the players. I think we don't have one problem. We have too many problems. So just can we go home?
We can go home. Okay.
It's just embarrassing at this point.